Decoding Learning Differences with Kimberlyn Lavelle, and this video is just a quick walkthrough to help you choose the best math curriculum for you and your very specific child. It goes along with the checklist. Started, you definitely want to download the checklist that goes along with this. Super simple checklist. It is at www.yourparenthelp.com/choose-a-curriculum. There is a link below, so click on that wherever you are listening or watching this. So step 1, you're writing math in that far right line that says curriculum, because this episode is all about math. Step 2, that first box. What content do you want to be sure is included? I would suggest that you make sure the Common Core standards are included. This would include a variety of different ways to problem solve, helping a child develop critical thinking skills, etc. If you haven't yet, definitely watch or listen to the episode on Common Core standards. If you still don't think Common Core is a good choice for you, then you might want to choose the traditional option. I put it in quotes because that's all relative. You may want your curriculum to be religious, or you might want it to incorporate a special interest. You might want something that involves a lot of stories. You might want something that pulls different things culturally around the world. So you might want to think about that when you're looking at the different curricula that are available for math. Step 3, what modalities will work best for your child? Now, at the bottom, you'll see tactile, kinesthetic, visual, auditory. Your child is not only a tactile learner, or only a kinesthetic learner, or only a visual learner, or only an auditory learner. Like we've talked about before, everyone benefits from multiple modalities. But your child might have a preference for one over another, and so you want to make sure that there's one of those might be a heavier focus for them. Although all of those should be included. What other modalities? Think about, does your child need really short lessons? I was especially thinking about some of my students who have ADHD. They need short lessons. They need lots of white space. They don't want a whole bunch of images on the page or 30 problems on one page. It's overwhelming and it can be confusing to them and distracting to them visually. Sometimes they shut down before they've even really begun because it just feels overwhelming. Does your child require a spiral review? Most kids need some kind of spiral review, so you might want to make sure it's included in that. If you're planning on providing a spiral review yourself, it might not matter so much. Does your child need some kind of interactive practice online where they answer a question and immediately get feedback on whether they were right or not? Do you want there to be an online component? Would your child benefit from some kind of online component to the curriculum? Step 4, what do you need? As the parent, the educator, what do you need to be able to teach your child or assist in their learning? Some parents aren't doing so much teaching as just kind of providing whatever assistance their child needs to learn, which is what I meant by that question. So what do you need? Do you need something that is completely grab and go, no prep? You get it out, you put it away, you don't have to do anything in between. Right? You get it out, teach it, put it away, nothing in between, no extra prep work, no extra printing of materials or gathering of materials. Do you need it to be inexpensive? Inexpensive doesn't necessarily mean that it's not really good or really comprehensive. Maybe you're going to be looking for a used curriculum. Maybe you're going to buy just the teacher's edition and find some student materials in another place. Maybe you're going to be borrowing from a friend. Maybe you are going to use something like Engage New York has a completely comprehensive curriculum for free, completely online. So there's some options there. If that's a priority though for your family, then keep that in mind. You might want to prioritize that. Do you need to have a curriculum that allows for your own creativity? That you get to be directing a lot more of the education. You don't want to be too tied to a particular curriculum that's super comprehensive. You might want something that's a general guide, but you don't necessarily want the day-to-day, this is what you're supposed to do, and you feel like a failure if you don't do it. You might be wanting to piece together things from different places, so that might mean, which also can be inexpensive, because there's a lot of different free places. You might do mathdrills.com or commoncoresheets.com, something from education.com, or Teachers Pay Teachers. So a lot of options there for being more creative. You might just want to be coming up with projects from Pinterest or somewhere else on how to teach a particular topic or skill set. So think about that. Think of what your personality is and what you need for your child to be successful in their education. Do you need instruction provided by someone else? So either instructing you or instructing your child, or both. You're sitting next to them and you're learning right along with them because you don't remember how to do that math, or you're not familiar with that particular strategy for solving that math. This is especially true if you are embracing Common Core, but you don't know a lot about some of the different strategies that are being exposed, the children are being exposed to. So if you need that instruction, it might be available online in partnership with that curriculum. There might be a video that comes with the curriculum, like a DVD that you can watch that comes with the curriculum. So think about that. What do you need? What other things have I not thought of here that you know that you need a curriculum to have? Go ahead and fill that in that blank spot.